Hey guys, how's it going? This is Tim, bringing you guys Daily Deals with Tim, where I talk about tech, crypto, and stock deals, all for you guys. And before I start, this is my personal opinion and not a financial advice. So today, we're going to talk about, or just actually read through this article, NEO Onchain and its ultimate plan, DNA. And this is a pretty interesting article about NEO and how they plan to branch out not only in China but through globally. So as we start here, there is a company called Onchain, and this article says if you're a fan of NEO and don't know much about Onchain DNA, you haven't finished your homework. So before reading this article, I really didn't know much about Onchain, but apparently Onchain is a Shanghai-based blockchain R&D company. First started developing ant shares in February of 2014 and will eventually become the foundation of DNA. DNA is a distributed network architecture, and Onchain was founded by CEO Da Hongfei and CTO Eric Zhang in response to the attention of private companies garnered by the development of ant shares, China's first public blockchain. So it is founded by the CEO of NEO right now and CTO Eric Zhang. So this is a kind of a dual company setup where NEO is like a chain of Onchain, and Onchain is kind of like the mastermind behind it. And it says that it took them 22 long months to even begin providing services to their first customers. So they actually started from 2014 and tried to develop ant shares and even rebranded to NEO. They have been doing a lot of work here. It says in June of 2016, the first of many future partnerships with Microsoft China, Onchain founded the legal chain, specifically targeting the inadequacy of digital application within the legal system. So they have been targeting more digital applications in China and see how much farther they can get into. And I feel that that they are actually planning something really big from China, that they're going to try to make this globally across the world. Right. So, and this run continued well into 2017. They have a strategic partnership with eKing Technology, subsidiary of Fortune's 500 company H&A Group, and is formed to explore the application of DNA for private enterprises. So this is not just the company itself, but they're actually reaching out to public and private enterprises, trying to get this industry big in the digital identity and the smart economy that they have. So, and this is pretty interesting. So one thing that the unfortunate thing about Onchain is that they have lack of English-based communication. So the people really do not know a lot about them. And this article was the first thing that I read about Onchain, and it was really interesting. I wanted to share it to you guys. So yeah, so there are a lot of advantages for enterprises and government to use DNA as their gateway to blockchain. The main advantage for developer is that they can focus on just building the application without having to build an entire blockchain. At the same time, this will ensure the development of an ecosystem with shared skills and values. So to my understanding, this on-chain DNA is a platform for other apps to build upon, kind of like Ethereum, similar to it, except let's say you have an idea and want to build an application. You don't need to build a whole Ethereum to implement that app, but simply just be a side chain of it in order to build upon it. And I think through Onchain and NEO, that's what they try to accomplish. They're gonna try to contact enterprises and even the Chinese government to try to use DNA as a gateway to blockchain and make it easier for them. And I think one of the big reason to use these kind of platforms is the ease of use. So if it's easy to use the platforms, I think more people would go to them. However, if it's complicated, I feel that it would turn off a lot of people. So this is coming from Da Hongfei. Our vision is to make Onchain a truly universal blockchain framework, said Da Hongfei, founder of CEO of Onchain and creator of Antshares. Utilizing different plugin modules, our framework could be applied for a public chain, a consortium chain, even a private chain. Our cross-chain adapter module, currently under development, creates interoperability among these different chains. Man, big words here, big words. So basically, they have a platform of Onchain that builds upon it, and if it's easy to use, there are going to be a lot of developers and enterprises that could build on top of it to be able to continue this blockchain. So let's see here. So Onchain is going to be a global project where they're going to reach out to a lot of companies and different partnerships, even Microsoft China. So that's going to be a big thing soon, I feel like, because even though NEO is struggling right now, they have a greater plan in order to go globally out and gather these companies and enterprises to begin with them. And once they start building the blockchain network, then they're going to have this this kind of a global power within the digital world, as they offer a lot of different things with the smart economy, smart contract, and the digital certificate, where it's pretty secure through their system. So yeah, so this is some interesting read out there. I'll link the article below, but it's going to be a really big thing for China as they branch out. So what do I think about this article? Well, I feel that NEO is going to actually go really far, because they have a base brain behind NEO, which is Onchain, and their company is to make the platform as usable as possible and as global as possible, so that there could be a lot of enterprises and even the government using the blockchain to execute these apps and different programs within the system. So I believe that this is going to be a really big thing potentially in a couple of years or so, as they're reaching out to these private enterprises and people like that. However, my opinion is that I'm not too into this, because it is a Chinese-based blockchain and a company, and it's going to be hard to understand what they're doing, as the things they post, the updates they post is going to be mainly in Chinese. So I don't have the first-hand information. I would have to get it from second-hand to be translated to me. And also, as I said before, I'm not a big fan of NEO right now, just because of some problems that I had with their system and stuff like that. So I believe that they're going to go pretty far, but for now, at least for me, in my opinion, I'm not going to be investing anymore into NEO. However, I do see them going pretty big. So if you guys want to do the research, definitely do it and see if you guys want to invest or not on NEO, or potentially Onchain that is coming up as well. I do not know if Onchain is going to be having any tokens or any currencies out, but that's just a speculation. So yeah, this was a video on Onchain and NEO and how they cooperate together to expand globally. So if you guys have any more information on this topic or want to have any questions about it, definitely put that in the comments below, and I'll try my best to answer them. And also, if you guys want to support the channel, hit on the affiliate links below, and I'll really appreciate it, as it helps me continue to make these videos for you guys. So as always, I'll bring you guys more deals on Daily Deals with Tim.